And welcome back to Daily Wrap. Well, a second undercover video of a Planned Parenthood executive discussing money for fetal tissue has been released. This time, Dr. Mary Gator, a doctor at Planned Parenthood and the president of the organization's Medical Doctors Council, was the target.
What would you expect for intact tissue? What sort of compensation? What sort of...
Well, why don't you start by telling me what you used to pay?
And here's more from the video.
I would like to know what would make you happy. What would work for you?
Well, you know, in negotiations, the person who throws out the figure first is at a loss, right? So.
No, I don't look at it that way. I know you want to play that game. I get it, but no, I want
low ball because I'm used to low things from.
You know what? If you low ball, I'll act pleasantly surprised, and you'll know it's a low ball.
Okay.
What I want to know is what would work for you. Don't low ball it.
Okay.
Tell me what you really.
$75 a specimen.
In the U.S., it is illegal to sell fetal tissue and organs for profit. However, it is legal to donate tissue and receive compensation for shipping and associated costs. Let's welcome to the show Congressman Louie Gohmert from the great state of Texas. Congressman, you've been very vocal in your opposition to Planned Parenthood. My first question is, do these guys ever meet in offices, or do they always have to be out at lunch and there's salad and wine and the whole thing? It's just odd.
Well, it just shows how brazen they are. They are so comfortable in destroying young lives that it's no big deal. That is the most amazing and really sickening thing about these videos is just how calloused and heartless these folks have become, that they don't think about that little child. And my wife and I had our first child who was very premature. And the thought of somebody, pulling this child apart, we've heard the descriptions of late-term abortions, and you have to grab for something and get a leg and pull it apart from the body, and then pull the other leg, pull off the arm, and pull off the other arm. And from what these folks are saying, you got to be really careful not to grab the torso and crush where the organs are, that you can get money for them. I mean, just the thought that anybody could so cavalierly be talking about this little child, this most helpless among us, and they apparently feeling pain, and these doctors callously ripping them apart and getting their organs to sell for money. It's not only illegal, it is just abominable that anybody could be that callous.
Congressman,
but that's where we've gotten to.
Congressman, this is Heather Hansen. You talked about it being illegal, and while it's not illegal to get money in exchange for the transfer fee, it is illegal to do what you sort of spoke of, and that is to manipulate the body and manipulate the way that you do the abortion in order to get those parts. Do you anticipate there being any sort of a criminal investigation here?
Well, there absolutely should be, and the trouble is we have a Department of Injustice right now. Too often they don't go after the perpetrators of crime, especially if they're participating in something that the Justice Department believes in, whether it's legal or illegal. So I'm not confident that this Justice Department will pursue criminal charges. In fact, it seems like the administration has circled the wagons, including all their media friends, to defend this.
Congressman,
as unconscionable as it is.
It's Rick Unger. Did you have any opportunity today in your schedule to actually watch the tape?
I've listened to it. I haven't watched it. I was traveling today.
I understand. So you know that after the doctor threw out the number $75, the actor who was playing the questioner said, "Well, I'd like to pay you $100." Is that accurate?
I missed that.
Well, it was there.
I did hear her.
It was there.
I did hear her say she was hoping for a Lamborghini.
Yeah, but that was. I think any reasonable person would have picked up that was a joke. But that aside, after she said that, after the questioner offered her $100, did you hear the part where the doctor said that we only do this to cover our expenses, we get permissions, we can't do this for a profit, et cetera, et cetera? Did you hear all that?
I heard her trying to cover herself, but she didn't do it. You can't get permission from the child you're ripping apart.
Well, I understand that, but that doesn't really speak to the law, does it? The law does
No, it
allow
doesn't.
that. So I wonder if you think this is the best possible way to go about exposing. If something wrong is happening at Planned Parenthood, I'm with you. We should change it. But I wonder if this is the best way. Joe?
Final question, sir, and it's just a very quick answer. We only have about 10 seconds. Will you pursue defunding Planned Parenthood moving forward?
Yes, we should. We can't keep funding this kind of illegal conduct, and even if there were no laws against it, it's just unconscionable.
And we'll have to end it there. Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Up next, potluck time. Don't go anywhere.